Battle of Bull Run is turning into a chaotic mess, and Ames' position is getting hammered. During the heat of the fight, Ames is hit, and we're not talking a graze here. He's severely wounded in the thigh. Usually that's your ticket to the hospital tent, but Ames, he basically tells the medics to hold his beer, and despite the pain and the blood loss, he refuses to leave his guns. All right, imagine you're 25 years old. You just graduated from West Point. The Civil War has just kicked off, and you find yourself in the middle of the first major battle at Bull Run. Most people would be looking for the nearest exit, right? Well, not Adelbert Ames. Today we're talking about a guy who wasn't just a soldier, he was a literal force of nature. He's one of those historical figures who makes you wonder if they actually had more hours in their day than we do. From Medal of Honor hero to governor and senator, Adelbert Ames did it all. Let's break it down the moment that it started it all. It's July 21st, 1861. Ames is a lieutenant commanding a battery of the 5th U.S. Artillery. The Battle of Bull Run is turning into a chaotic mess, and Ames' position is getting hammered. During the heat of the fight, Ames is hit, and we're not talking a graze here. He's severely wounded in the thigh. Usually that's your ticket to the hospital tent, but Ames, he basically tells the medics to hold his beer, and despite the pain and the blood loss, he refuses to leave his guns. He stays on the field directing fire and sitting on a caisson because he literally cannot stand up anymore. He kept his battery fighting until he was physically weak from exhaustion. That level of stubbornness, that's what earned him the Medal of Honor. But Bull Run was just the beginning. Ames was a total rank climber in the best possible way. He took command of the 20th Maine, yeah, that 20th Maine, the famous unit from Gettysburg, and whipped them into shape before handing the reins over to Joshua Lawrence Chamberlain. Ames went on to fight in Antietam, Fredericksburg, and Gettysburg. He was eventually promoted to brigadier general at just 27 years old. By the time the war ended, he was a brevet major general. Think about that the next time you're feeling proud of a promotion at work. He was a tactician who led from the front, and his men knew that if Ames was there, they weren't backing down. The wild part, Ames' story doesn't end in 1865. He moved to Mississippi, became the governor, then a U.S. senator. He was a radical Republican who fought hard for the rights of formerly enslaved people during Reconstruction, which made him plenty of enemies at the time, but he never flinched. And for the trivia fans out there, get this. Adelbert Ames lived until 1933. He was 91 years old. He was the last surviving full-rank general from the Civil War. He lived long enough to see the world go from horse-drawn cannons to fighter planes and movies. Talk about a front-row seat to history. Was the definition of grit. He stayed when others ran, and he led when others hesitated. A true legend to the Medal of Honor. Oh, hey, it's me, the guy behind this channel. If you like what I'm doing, subscribe, share, comment, throw me a like. Get through all these Medal of Honor winners, we'll go on to other heroes. Thanks for watching.